Hey everyone, it's Coach Jeevers, and I'm super excited to talk to you about something that I'm really passionate about, which is being a product of the product. Now, I know you hear this a lot because in any type of kind of network marketing environment, you're always being talked to in regards of taking the products and making sure that you're using the products, whatever they are. They could be supplements, they could be the jewelry, they could be the oils, whatever it is. And it's really important that you understand a lot about those products. But that's actually not the case. In my opinion, being a product of the product is really being a product of the culture that you're trying to develop. Remember, you're a distributor, which is different than being a customer. When someone's a customer, what they're doing is they're just taking the products and they're enjoying the products, and they may talk about the products when given the opportunity. But when you're a distributor, you're someone who is purposely or in a more focused form in talking about what you're doing and what you're passionate about. And so when you are doing that, you really have to demonstrate what you want other people to understand. And so when you're becoming a product of the product, you're taking the products and then you're exhibiting the benefits or the experience of those products. So let me give you an example. I love nutrition. Okay, and if Youngevity has so many incredible verticals, and as we always talk about is pick your passion, right? Pick something that you feel very passionate about, something that you feel that is going to really heighten your experience or give you kind of a new purpose in life, if you will, and you then kind of choose that as the entry point for individuals to learn about all of the other Youngevity products. So for me, I'm into nutrition, I'm into health, I love learning about it, and I love experiencing the benefits of it. So therefore, my product is the nutritional supplements, okay, right? Is the dietary supplements. And so that's something that I take all the time. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I get on a system, okay? And this is really key. So whenever you are going to be a product of the product, you have to consistently use the products that you're passionate about. So how you consistently use them, or anything that I do to consistently use them, is I put myself on a schedule, okay, right? Is that I make sure that the products that I'm passionate about are interwoven throughout my day. Now, because I'm into health, I'm into wellness, I'm also into exercise, and I'm also into kind of doing the right things for myself and such. And so Youngevity has hundreds of products that really fit with my lifestyle. So what I do is that in the morning, I take my BTT, okay? That's the first thing that I do. I take my BTT. And then in the afternoon, I take my EFAs and I take my, my Fit Shake. And then later on in the afternoon, I take my Super Greens. And then at nighttime, I take my Beyond Osteo. Now, there's other things that I definitely take sometimes throughout the day. If I'm traveling a lot, I'll take the Restart Your Life Beta Glucan. If I feel like I'm getting sick, then I'll take Immune 911. You know, I have all of these things that I'm going to take depending on my circumstance. But there's a certain core set of products that I take every day. Now, I also know why I'm taking them every day. So for example, right, is that I don't get a chance to really make a great breakfast because I wake up in the morning, I'm on the go, I've got to get to the office, I've just finished a workout. And so for me, the solution is making sure that I make a Fit Shake for myself, okay, right? And so then later on in the afternoon, I'm often kind of feeling a little bit tired. You know, I've been up since 5 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. I've been on the go. And so I know that, you know, for me is that some of the reason why I'm feeling tired is because there's a lot of inflammation. There's a lot of acidity in my body, right? Just because I know I'm working and I'm thinking and I'm doing all that sort of stuff. And so I want to make sure that I take something that is a little bit alkaline, okay, right? Is something that helps me to reduce some of that inflammation. So therefore, I take the Super Greens, right? I like to work out, obviously, and I like to run. And so after I run, I make sure that I hydrate properly. And so I drink the Rebound. Now, before Youngevity, there were products in almost every one of those categories that were, some of them were healthy and some of them weren't so healthy. So for example, like when I needed energy, I sometimes grabbed like a can of soda or a Red Bull or an energy drink. When I was working out and I needed something to hydrate, I grabbed a Gatorade. I had all of these things that I knew weren't necessarily the best thing for me, but they were the only ones that were available. When I found Youngevity, I was able to find a healthy solution for all of those things. Now that's an example of me replacing a product that I was already doing. Now, an example of me waking up in the morning, not having a lot of time, working out, I sometimes would go without breakfast. Well, we know that that's a bad thing. That's why I was able to solve that by having a Fit Shake. What I'm trying to explain here is that that's what you're going to talk about when you tell your friends and family about Youngevity, the products. You're going to talk more about the use. You're going to talk about more of your experience. You're going to say, I had this problem, or I knew that I wasn't doing this very well, but I began to do it well by using this product. And this is really, really important because this is the essence of being a product of the product, is that you are actually taking these tools that you know that you need, that you want to experience the benefits that you want from your life, and you're now finding these solutions, and that's what you're going to talk about, right? And I think this is the reason why this is so important is because it really keeps you away from talking about the things that you don't have a lot of credibility in. Like, it's easy for me to be able to say, you know what's really great about the Fit Shake is it uses 5 different types of proteins. It has this bone broth protein that has collagen and it helps to build ligaments and tendons. It uses some non-inflammatory proteins like the hemp and the pea protein and things like that. It has digestive enzymes because our guts are so broad. It's easy for me to talk about that because I actually have the credibility to do so. But if it was my sister, if it was my dad, if it was my brother-in-law, they don't necessarily have that credibility, but what they do have the credibility for is saying, listen, you know what? I just was not having a very healthy breakfast. And I was grabbing things from fast food joints. I was eating things like, cereals and donuts and all that sort of stuff. And I knew that was bad for me, but that was the only solution that I had. But then I found Youngevity, and they had a really great shake that's really easy for me to make. It tastes really good, and I started drinking it. And when I started drinking it, I started to feel more energy, and I also lost weight. See, they're able to tell this experience that's incredibly relevant. That's what people want to hear. You think they want to hear about all the ingredients, about the science, or Dr. Wallach, or myself, or whatever, and they don't. They find that as a great reinforcement for what they purchased or what they're doing, but really what they want to know from you is that, listen, you are probably just like me. You probably have the same issues as I do. You probably have the same problems as I do. You probably want the same benefits and life experience as I do. So how are you finding that? And it's important for you to be able to authentically and powerfully be able to communicate that. And how you do that is by being a product of the product. It's really easy for me to tell you this sort of stuff. It's because I've been doing it. So it's not hard for me to tell you, and it's very comfortable for me to tell you, hey, I drink this in the morning, I drink this in the afternoon, I drink this at night, I do this because of this replacement, I do this because I was having this issue. It's very comfortable because I'm consistently doing this. And I think that that is probably the most powerful thing that you can do to become a powerful magnet for your business. And what I mean by that is I always use this saying, is that it's a whole lot easier to be a magnet than it is a hook. And what I mean is saying, when you want to go out there and you want to build your team and build your family, right? Isn't it a whole lot easier for people to come to you and say, hey, Sanjeev, it seems like you're really happy all the time. It seems like you're really fit. Your skin looks really great. Whatever it is, what are you doing? Rather than going up to someone and saying, hey, listen, my name's Sanjeev, and I want to tell you about some really great products that have made my skin look really good and gives me a lot of energy, and I feel really healthy. That's a hook. That's a hard thing to do. You'd rather want those people to come to you. Well, how you do that is kind of that law of attraction. And the law of attraction only works because you're powerfully being that person. So, what I would like to conclude with is this, is that I know that you want to build a team of people just like you, as passionate as you are. The best way to do that is to be a product of the product. But understand that what the product is you. You are the product. So whether it's the jewelry, whether it's snap to finish, whether it's the memory books, whether it's the nutritional supplements or the candles or the oils or whatever, just use those products, use them in the way that they fit your life, and communicate how they help to better your life. Thank you very much, and I hope to see all of you very soon.